Israel Adesanya and Jerry Cannonier in the UFC middleweight division. Now, we got a 38-year-old who is 5 inches smaller than Israel Adesanya and is going to be 2.5 inches less in terms of reach, who is not as good of a striker as Israel Adesanya. We have one of the best kickboxers on the planet right here. Adesanya has ungodly takedown defense unless he's fighting Jan Blachowicz, a 205-pound fighter. And yes, I know Jerry Cannonier has also fought Jan Blachowicz, and he used to be a light heavyweight, used to be a heavyweight, and things like that. But he's not that big anymore. He's not going to be able to use that size like he once was able to and land the takedowns over Israel Adesanya. There's literally, I can't really think of too many things Jerry Cannonier is going to have the advantage in. Jiu-jitsu, I mean, neither of these guys really have any jiu-jitsu. They kind of just use, I mean, they'll use the jiu-jitsu, but just to get back up on the feet or as a way to kind of win the rounds on the judges. But I really rarely ever see a Jerry Cannonier or Adesanya using anything resembling jiu-jitsu. So, jiu-jitsu off the table. Wrestling-wise, I mean, Cannonier might have the offensive advantage, but we don't really know that because we haven't seen Adesanya go for any takedowns in the UFC. Why should he if he's like one of the best kickboxers on the planet? So wrestling-wise is kind of off the table as well. Cannonier's not going to go out there and take Adesanya if Robert Whittaker wasn't able to take down and hold Adesanya, so that's off the table. It's going to be a striking fight. Who has more speed? Adesanya. Who is taller? Adesanya. Who is faster? Adesanya. Who is younger? Adesanya. Who throws more volume? Adesanya. You see where I'm going with this. The only thing Cannonier has the advantage is going to be power. I mean, that's really the only thing. If he can go out there and just start chucking bombs on Adesanya, just connect on just the right place to the chin or the temple of Adesanya, yeah, there's a shot Jerry Cannonier can go out there and win the fight. For sure, there's always that puncher's chance. But that's really all I think Cannonier has in this fight, is that puncher's chance. I think he's got good leg kicks. He did get the leg kick knockout win on Anderson Silva. It was like an injury leg kick sort of thing, but he was attacking with the leg kicks, and he did cause that. So that could be another path to victory. If he can limit the leg kicks, limit the movement of Adesanya with those leg kicks over time throughout this fight. And later on in the fight, Adesanya's legs just really hurt. And Jerry Cannonier can go out there as Adesanya is hurt. And then he can start throwing bombs, making it easier for him to close the distance and things like that. For sure, I can see Cannonier doing good later on in the fight. Early on in the fight, he's not going to have any of that. He's not going to have the dividends of the leg kicks playing out. So first round, second round, third round, all going Adesanya. Fourth round, maybe Cannonier. Fifth round, maybe Cannonier as well. So I think early on in the fight is definitely going to be Adesanya all day. I still think Adesanya wins like 4 out of 5 of these rounds, but if there's any rounds Jerry Cannonier is going to win here, it's going to be later on in the fight because he does have very good leg kicks and he does have very explosive power. He's got very good shots to start throwing and get the knockout win. So if he can really attack with the leg kicks early on in this fight, pay dividends for the third round, for the fourth round, for the fifth round, there's a possibility Cannonier can go out there, land those big shots later on, land the leg kicks, and knock Adesanya out later on in the fight. But I don't see it happening. I don't see him doing enough damage to the legs of Adesanya. Adesanya knows that's a main game plan for Cannonier. He's going to be working specifically on checking leg kicks, and he's going to do what he always does. He's done it to so many guys. The only way you're going to beat Adesanya is to clip him with a huge shot or take him down, out-wrestle him. Cannonier cannot out-wrestle him. He can't take him down or anything. He's a good striker. He's 38 years old. He's smaller. He's less lengthy. He's not as fast. I mean, yeah, Israel Adesanya by a unanimous decision. Put your predictions down below. Make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Let's go.